Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Wednesday Night OWCP Chats.
With Chris.
I'm that girl, and this is that guy.
The other guy.
The other guy, sorry.
There's not another one. I'm the other one, though. Of the two that there's not, there's just me.
Yeah, so we're saying that because everybody says, so where's the other guy?
Hey, we saw Gini. Where's that other guy? I'm right beside her.
When we go through TSA, they say, where's the other guy?
Right beside her.
And he goes right through. Big shirt that says Federal Injury Center.
So tomorrow when we go through TSA, I'm going to wear a spotlight. It's going to point at me, and I'm going to have a Roadrunner sign that says, I'm that guy. We'll see what happens.
So when that happens, just say hi to that guy and are you the girl?
Yeah.
So tonight we're doing Q&A.
Hello, Cindy.
What we want you guys to do is if it's a personal issue that you're having, a really big one that's going to require you guys to jot down
if you have to write a novel,
send it to our messenger and one of the girls will get back with you guys.
What's up, BB? Yeah, write the novel. Just send it in Facebook Messenger so we can read it.
We don't mind. But just to read it and then catch up. So so last week, Jeremy Karskadin was our April share winner. They all got their gift cards.
Yeah.
He was happy, and our March's share winners got their cards. Sorry, we're
all caught up now.
Traveling. So
evening, Mary.
Just letting you guys know that if you're in the DFW area,
that means Dallas-Fort Worth.
We will be at the Dallas Airport Hyatt Hotel.
What's up, Ron? Hey, hold on. Check this out. Javon Williams said, hi, Chris and Jeannie. I was approved.
Yes, Javon, finally. I remember when she kept coming on here
Javon Waltman is approved. Thank God. Good for you, Javon.
So, we are going to be in Dallas for 2 days. Friday, Saturday. Sunday we come back home. So those of you that want to have a meet and greet, there's only one restaurant in the Hyatt at DFW Airport.
Yeah.
DFW Airport Hotel.
Right.
So if you want to see us, you can come there between 5 and 9 Friday. And those of you that can't make it Friday and you want to come Saturday, just message me on Messenger or my personal Facebook page and let us know that you're coming.
Javon says she got her COP too. That's awesome.
OMG.
That's a big deal.
Great.
Anybody that watched us last week knows that to me is a huge deal.
Yeah.
So good for you. Awesome. Good job.
Okay.
So come see us at the DFW Hyatt. That means you got to go into the airport, stay on the service road on the outside. Don't go through the airport because you'll just end up on the other side. So go on the service road and then go to the Hyatt. And feel free to come see us. We're going to be hanging out there. We'd love to see you. If you're in the Dallas area, Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, wherever, just come see us, please.
Mary said, I shared on VA page. I'd like to share in LinkedIn. Can you establish yourselves there? Well, we're already on LinkedIn, but what you can do is once the chat is over and you go to the video that we just did, give it a few minutes because it takes a little bit to upload. And there's 3 little dots up at the right-hand corner. If you just press it, it'll say copy link, and you can share it onto Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever you need to share it. But from Facebook, you can just go ahead and share into your groups.
And that's what we really need you to do. So please, everyone, take a second to hit share. And like and follow this page. If you're here watching, liking and following the page is the easiest thing you can do. So handle that. If it takes you away from the video, just come right back. We're not going anywhere.
It's taking me away. So tonight we're going to do Q&A. You ask, we answer.
That means we don't have a specific topic, but you're having specific problems, and we can help you. If I don't know the answer, I'll find somebody that does. So hit us.
Yeah. And then I know you guys saw my post on we're going to be in Dallas Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week, but not tomorrow. We're en route. And then the following week, if those of you that are in the Montgomery area or Tuscaloosa or Tuskegee that want to come and see us at Dr. Harper's second location in Montgomery, you can. That will be on Thursday next week, the 27th. Whatever my post said.
Yeah, come see us.
We're going to bring a few books. And speaking of books.
Oh.
Yes.
I've got news for everybody. For those of you that haven't gotten the book yet, this is really good news. I wrote these 2 books. They're both called Breaking OWCP. Just this one is volume 2, like my shirt says. The books are meant to help you with your OWCP problems. the whole point was, if you wait till you need the information, that's too late. So I wrote the books for you. They've been cheap the whole time. I just lowered the price by about 20%. So now you can buy a single book for $11.95, and you can buy them both for $17.95. No shipping. I pay for the shipping. So go to www.breakingowcp.com, and you can buy as many of these books as you like. And there's also a tab on there for bulk purchases, and I make it like really, really cheap to buy a lot of these books. If you're a union person, you want to pass it out to your union members, I make it really easy for you to get them. So go ahead and take a look at that, but breakingowcp.com.
Yeah, you guys hold your questions real quick. We're just doing
this is Q&A, but we're not answering questions.
Housekeeping
Just kidding.
here.
Totally kidding.
Let me just do some housekeeping.
Yeah, and while she's not going to say housekeeping again, let me tell you something. Today, something really big happened. We got an agreement from somebody in Kansas City, Missouri. So we've got our first office in Missouri. Now, of course, that's Kansas City. That means Kansas as well. But next, in like 3 weeks?
June 10th, 11th.
I'm going to be going to St. Louis with our doctors in Dallas. They're also opening up in St. Louis. So we're about to have a couple of areas of Missouri covered up pretty good. And that's the St. Louis office is going to help people that are in southern Illinois as well. So we're going to be able to sort of cover up a couple of new areas and be able to help you with, but we're super excited. Last week, I had mentioned, it's not very many of you on. Are you going to follow? Share. Everyone hit share for a second. Just share. Get all your friends and coworkers and your coworkers who are friends on watching this. So let's get more people watching. Tonight's going to be a good one because whatever your problems you're having, we're going to answer it.
Somebody else has it
and
too.
Someone else is having the problem too, so we want to help them. But last week, I mentioned that we're doing a training, and she elbowed me in the ribcage or something. And
We're
said,
not doing a training.
And said, don't say that because it was confusing. All right, let me clear this up.
Don't say where.
I'm doing a training for the doctors. We've got something like 40 or 41 or 42 offices that are Federal Injury Center's offices now. And in an effort to get them all trained quickly, we're doing a training in a couple of weeks that will get them all ready to go at one time. And this is really exciting because, you all need the help. And so I'm not staggering the training. I'm doing it all together. And what's been really exciting is everybody has RSVP'd. Every doctor, all their staff, they're all coming. So we're going to be able to do this big training. That means that by June 7th, mark that on your calendar. June 7th.
All our offices should be ready to
all
go
of
see.
All of our current offices will be ready to help you on June 7th. So it's called accelerated training. We're doing it on purpose because you need the help now. That's the fastest I could get it done. So we're getting that done. I want to remind you that we've got something like 15 or 17 office locations in Florida. If you are somebody that's driving an hour or more to get to the doctor and you're sick of it, you're probably driving past the Federal Injury Centers to get there. So you can probably go someplace much closer. Why is that good for you? Well, number one, we get claims accepted. We're very good at that. But number two, the easiest way for you to get paid at work is to clock in.
Yeah.
And when you're off the clock, you got to jump through hoops with your CA7 and the 4 pieces of documentation. So you have to be off the clock less to get to a doctor if you have one sort of in your backyard. So we're all throughout the Panhandle, the East Coast, the West Coast, and we're about to sign somebody up right in the middle of the state.
Yeah, the weekend before June 7th, all the offices will be listed. Mm-hmm. And we'll do a whole Wednesday night chats on all the locations. Yeah. And we're letting you guys know that next Wednesday, we won't be on because we'll be flying to Montgomery for the Montgomery's, Dr. Harper's new and second location in Montgomery. Okay?
And they won't let us do Facebook Live on the airplane, so we have to say no.
Yeah, and we'll be traveling.
I'd really love to. I'd like to get in the cockpit and do it.
We should.
How awesome would that be?
Be like, hey.
Facebook Live from 35,000 feet up.
All right. Alice, howdy. Let's see. Mary. Okay.
Is that all the housekeeping stuff?
Yeah, for now. Till the end. Diana Smith said, do you all have any knowledge about getting disability due to mental health issues?
Yeah. When you qualify for it, you need a mental health doctor, like a psychiatrist, to give you the information. But that is something that you could qualify for. You know, somebody may be a letter carrier, for example, and they got attacked by a pack of wild dogs. That's not a joke. Okay, that's the sort of thing that does happen. I'm not making fun of it. But that would cause that person maybe some, PTSD because I don't want to go and get bit by the next dog. That person, due to a mental health condition, would potentially qualify for disability.
Ron said, I read the books at work today again while on the clock.
Ron,
good for you, Ron.
You said yesterday, Ron, you're going to do that, and I hope you showed your supervisors what you were reading. I hope they really enjoyed and appreciated what you had in front of you.
BB Anderson said, I definitely need to get the books. So, BB, what's on Chris's shirt?
.com.
www.breakingowcp.com. We just lowered it to a little less than 20%. So one book is what, $11.95?
Yeah, and the two together, if you buy them together, are $17.95. No shipping, and I cover the shipping.
Yeah. Renee Marie said, great job on the rapid expansion.
Thank you. We're
trying so hard because of you guys.
It's so much work. I got to tell you something. My head is spinning most of the time. Today, I thought I was sick. I was like, man, I must be getting sick. It turned out I was just fatigued because, all my waking hours, and they start early because of a German Shepherd puppy. They start early. So all my hours are just spent trying to, fill areas in the country that don't have doctors. It's a lot of work, and we're happy to do it. Thrilled to do it. In fact, it's my mission, but it's a lot of work. Thanks for acknowledging that.
Duchess Arisa said, hello, everyone. I just received my disability retirement for OPM. OWCP sending me for a second opinion on the 25th. Should I continue with the appointment?
Well, okay, so OPM retirement means you're not going back to work. That doesn't mean that you can't still get medical attention for the issue that you have. If you don't go to the second opinion, that'll give them a reason to cut you off from that as well. I'd go.
Javon Waltman.
Laura McKenzie, hello.
Javon said, how many offices are open now, and do you know anything about FMLA?
Well, I know everything about FMLA that you need to know. And how many offices are open now are, I don't know, a dozen plus that are ready to see patients in various places.
Sheila Bumstead said, can I ask a question? Of course you can.
This is OWCP Q&A. Please ask a question.
I've been on work comp, which is postal, since 2/18/21. I have not received a paycheck since my COP ended 4/16. I have submitted CA7s for all the time, but have not received no pay. Is this normal?
It is. Probably your case isn't accepted yet. So if it's not accepted yet, you can't get paid.
Yeah.
So we got to handle that first. Number two, if it is accepted, you're probably not attaching all the proper documentation to it. The proper documentation, since you asked, is a CA-17, a CA-20, printouts of your appointments at the doctor, and a disability narrative where the doctor explains in a short report why you're off of work. Attach all that stuff and then turn it back in, see what happens. But your claim has to be approved first. If it's not, let's help you with that.
And if those of you want to know if you're having issues getting your CA7 videos that we've had, well, we had a little glitch there, and now we went dark.
It's fine.
Oh, right.
People want to call us when we're on live.
Yeah.
What's that about?
So yeah, you can always go back. All our videos are listed. There's one we did a whole night of CA7s, why they don't get accepted, why they, everything.
But ask your questions
research.
here. I mean, if you're having an issue, ask me. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. Gina,
like I just did.
Gina Cromer said, OWCP denied due to doctor failing to turn in any paperwork. Post office used my SL and AL, but will not.
But will not what?
That's all she said. Will not.
Oh, well, the post office is going to use your sick...
use my X days.
Yeah, so they're going to use your sick and annual leave. You should be able to elect not to, but I mean, you want to get paid. Once your claim is accepted, you can get that stuff back. So that's not that big of an issue unless you want to take a vacation right now, which I don't blame you. But if your claim is denied, that's a real problem. You gotta deal with that.
Yeah. Ron said, yes, the supervisor saw, and I told her she should buy the book for future injuries and for her knowledge.
Ron, okay, so Ron, you read the books. There's a chapter for supervisors in each book. Feel free and pass those on to your supervisors.
Thanks, I'll be going to that appointment. Okay, Darlene Oliver said, does Dr. Kammerman work out of more than one office? We don't work...
Hold on. Let me answer this question.
Okay.
She was going to, but I'd prefer to do it myself. That Clearwater location that we were working with, unfortunately, we're no longer working with them. We want to, or wanted to. Now I don't. But they decided not to. This is not slander or libel because it's all true. They didn't want to. They sent us a text message, which was totally cool, saying, we're not going to move forward with you in a text. That was awesome. We haven't talked to them since that text. So what happened is we taught them how to do this, and they just decided to go on their own without us, which is their right to do. We'll see what happens next. Dr. Cameraman is with them, which makes me sad because he's a friend of mine, and so that kind of hurts a little bit. The whole thing kind of hurts a little bit. But it happened. It's real. But let me tell you the result of it. When we were working with them, a big problem they had was if I opened more offices in Florida, it was going to take away from them. So now that we're not with them, I was able to open, 15 or 17 offices in Florida, and nobody has to drive an hour anymore.
Nope.
So that's the upside to it for you. I said all of that because you asked about Dr. Cameraman, who I love. He just, he's going and doing that thing and not this thing. So that's all I got to say about that.
Gerald Adams said, hey, Chris, hey, Gini, are you guys set for a date when you're coming to Maryland with love? So if anybody missed the beginning, our offices that we will list will probably all be ready, not probably, should be ready to go by June 7th.
Yeah.
All the locations, all 40 locations.
Including Maryland.
So
And in Maryland, we've got
get
like 4
ready, guys.
locations.
Yeah.
Between DC and Maryland, we've got like 4 locations. That was another area we weren't going to be able to work in because of the Clearwater deal. It's a long story, but now we are. We got like 4 locations. We're going to crush it up there, and no more denied claims. That's the idea.
The mental issue is related to a sexual harassment case many years ago, back from around 1995. I have seen a therapist and psychiatrist for years, but only tried to file OWCP case once and was denied. Is there anyone in West Virginia I could consult with?
I'm looking at a map. Not that I know of in West Virginia.
The closest one would probably be in North Carolina.
And we're going to have an office opening up in Ohio soon. That's really the best I got for you right now. I've seen these cases get accepted, so don't lose hope. It's just, they're tricky cases, because mental health issues you can't see. It's like if I had a broken arm, you'd be able to see it's broken.
Yeah.
So, but they get accepted. We've seen it. We've helped get them accepted. So don't give up.
When your this is Renee Marie says, when your case is under reconsideration, what are you supposed to do as things are handled medically? Like with each new test, do you have a new narrative each time? The narrative be from point of injury to current date or new information?
Wow. So you're on here all the time, and normally everything you say makes perfect sense. For some reason, I can't make sense of this. So when your case is under reconsideration, what are you supposed to do as things are handled medically? All right, well, number one, continue with doing what your doctor tells you. Like with each new test, do you need a new narrative? Not necessarily. Each time, should the narrative be from point of injury to current date or only new information? On reconsiderations, the new information is what's going to get the claim accepted. The reason you do reconsideration is, number one, they give you 12 months to do it. And number two, they allow new information, which they don't allow in the other appeal formats. So you definitely need the new information. It can include all the new stuff as well. They could write addendums to the old narrative report, or they can just write a new narrative report. Regardless, you've got to include new information. I hope that answered your question. Let me know if it didn't.
Sarah says, can a supervisor take you off the clock if you're on work comp and didn't have anything wrong in the CA-17 saying that someone needs to be off?
Well, I'd go straight to my union, like 100% file a grievance. You may file an EEO claim because I think you're not being treated fairly. You can't be discriminated against for being hurt. EEO would help with that, but go to your union and get help with that. They shouldn't do that to you.
Darlene, you said Dr. Kemmerman's in Fort Myers, and what other offices are there?
So we're going to go ahead and bow out of this question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's a personal issue, but I can't
No,
really help you.
What other offices she's asking?
I can't really help you with Dr. Cameraman.
Right.
You can call him, and I have no problem with him. I love him. You'll need to call him directly. I deal with Federal Injury Center's offices because at Federal Injury Centers, I can control the rules. I can make sure you don't pay money out of your pocket, and I can make sure that the doctors never give up no matter what, and I can make sure that nobody ever asks for an insurance card, and we can set up deals with imaging places where they don't take your money either. So the reason I focus on Federal Injury Center's offices, aside from the fact it's my company, is that by doing so, I can control the rules so that it's better for you. So I don't speak to any other office that's not associated because I can't control the rules, and I'm not going to start here. No offense. No, I don't have any problem with the question because, like I said, he's a friend of mine, but I can't do that.
Other offices, we're going to list them all. And like I said,
We're going to list them tonight.
there's one going to be coming in Northport, hopefully by June 7th
Yeah,
as
we were
well.
just there training yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so...
This guy was training on his birthday. Okay, that's how locked in he is.
And he did say that he's highly interested in opening in Fort Myers as well. So we're trying to do a 2-for-1 to open by June 7th. So hang on, Fort Myers friends. We are coming.
And we've got other doctors we're talking to in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples right now as well. It's our intent to cover every area of this state. And the other states too. Don't think we're only talking about Florida. We're in like 14 different states right now, or 15. I don't know. I got to look at it again.
But there's more than one doctor in those states.
And we're working hard to fill it up in 50 states. It just, we live here and you know, there's a high population of people here. We want to take care of it.
If you see us looking over there, it's
There's
because
a
we're
map
looking
over
at
there.
our map,
Yeah.
our giant map. Laura McKenzie, how are you, dear?
What's up?
I'm in Vermont right now. Are you planning to come here?
We're planning to come into all 50 states, even Alaska.
Katie said, I have a torn rotator cuff and labrum tear. My work comp case was approved. Surgery date is set by doctor. Not sure if work comp has approved that yet. What paperwork do I need to turn in to make sure I get paid? FMLA, etc. And will they use my SL and AL when I'm out first before work comp kicks in?
So if your claim is approved, and it sounds like she said it is, right? It's got to be if your surgery is approved. Then you fill out a CA7, claim for compensation. Attach all your documentation that I just talked about a minute ago, and that's how you get paid. Don't use your sick and annual leave. That's unnecessary. OWCP will pay you now that your claim's approved.
Sarah, you said, do you all have any offices in Denton, Texas?
Sarah, where are you from? Are you from Denton?
He is.
I'm from Denton. I went to UNT. My son goes to UNT. I lived there for
A lot of years.
27 years. I'm a fifth-generation Texan, so I know all about it. We don't have an office there, sorry.
But we do have one in McKinney and Dallas.
So just take that short drive down 380, pretend you like stoplights and 18-wheelers, and you can go to McKinney. That's the closest one to you.
Javon said, FMLA, printed out the paperwork because I had a doctor appointment. My doctor filled it out and I gave it to my postmaster. Then today I got a certified letter from FMLA again, typed out and said, I have to have my doctor fill it out again. This doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm not sure what that's about, but if they tell you to do it, just do it.
Carol Martin said, I'm getting ready for MMI. My problem is the doctor has been with me this entire time, is moving and sending me to a new doctor just for the MMI. I'm nervous because my fate is up to this new guy. Any suggestions?
Call Eric Blowers. And she can post his number later, but Eric will ensure that the right thing is done.
Yeah.
He specializes in that thing, in schedule awards.
Portal Maria, we have an office in Norwood and we have an office in Quincy, Massachusetts.
These are both suburbs of Boston, but you're in Massachusetts, so you know that already.
Janet McIntosh said, occupational disease claim has been approved for medical only, but have filed CA7s. I have psychiatrists that has answered all of OWCP questions and they have asked for my direct deposit information. Are you in Illinois/Kentucky? We are in Chicago.
In Chicago, not Kentucky. Kentucky's far from Chicago. I'm looking at the map. We are in Chicago.
Yeah, we don't have anything in Kentucky yet, but
not yet.
Chicago.
We're working on it. Working on it.
Dr. Archeleo's in Chicago. Mary, they don't tell you don't have to use AL and SL.
Annual leave and sick leave.
Sarah says, I work in the colony.
Oh, hey. Yeah, so McKinney's not that far from you. Just hop on 121 and go over there. You'll be there in, 15, 20 minutes.
Renee said, if FCE testing is suggested before your case is approved, do you need a CA17 and other official documentation?
If an FCE... If FCE testing is suggested before your case is approved, do you need a CA17? No. So check it out. The functional capacity evaluation will give the doctor scientific evidence to fill out a CA17. So go ahead and do the FCE and then have them use that information to fill out the CA17. That's what you do.
BB Anderson, case approved, but my supervisor used all my sick and annual leave after I checked COP on my CA1. What do I do? Is this a union issue?
Yep, it is. Because in box 15 of the CA1, A is continuation of pay, B is sick and annual leave. Or the other way around, but I think, no, I'm right. If you elected COP, that's your right. COP is a right. If you report your injury within 30 days and it's a CA1 injury, It's your right to use COP. If they use sick and annual leave, go straight to your union because they're hosing you.
Yeah. No, nothing in Buffalo, New York yet.
Working
Joe,
on it.
We're working on it,
Jeez.
dear.
And Staten Island and all the boroughs up there. We're really trying. I'm sorry.
Mary, hello. Sarah said, I'm from Louisville, Texas.
Yeah, right by Denton. And still, just hop on 121. You'll be in McKinney in 20 minutes.
Janet said, they made me use my SL and AL and I haven't been paid for a year.
Grievance.
Ramona Ackerman said, I had surgery on shoulder December 22nd. I can't pinpoint the date of the surgery other than when I started going to the doctor. I found out this is occupational disease, but already had surgery use of all my AL and sick leave. What do I need to do to get it turned into workers' compensation? How do I pick a date other than the initial doctor visit?
Okay. All right. So you're talking about a CA2. You've got to figure out when you realize this was work-related. That is the key. Nobody can tell you that but you. When did you know your shoulder was work-related? You have 3 years from that date to report your injury. Let's assume that it's less than 3 years. Go fill out a CA2 with your supervisor tomorrow. That's how you do it.
And then get a CA17
and
as
get
well.
copies of everything on your CA2. Get copies of everything and take it straight to your doctor.
Yep. Okay.
So we've hit the end. We'll see you later. No.
Renee
More
Marie
questions.
said, besides getting things in on time and having a killer narrative, what do you feel is the most essential part of getting a claim approved?
The doctor you choose. The most important thing you do is the choice of doctor. I teach all of our doctors that denied claims are their fault. 100%. And it is 100% their fault. Whatever doctor you see is going to write either good or bad. And if they write bad, it's going to hurt you. If they write good, it's going to help you. So the most important thing you can do is exercise your choice of initial physician. The CA-10 says you have the right to choose. The Code of Federal Regulations says you have a right to choose. The CA-810 says you have a right to choose. Choose wisely. If you choose the wrong doctor, that'll crush your case.
Ron Speakman said, Chris, did you find out about the HIPAA stuff? And did you read that letter I sent you? I talked to another lawyer at the same firm as Deb Hauser for EEO tomorrow and was just curious of your thoughts. Also, should I file a grievance for our office not having a CA-10 posted anywhere?
So, okay, that last question is interesting. I've never thought about it, but the CA-10 says post on employees bulletin board. It was last revised in 1987. It should be posted. I'd be interested in seeing what would happen if you filed a grievance on it. So, yeah, do that. Otherwise, other than that, we fly out at 3 o'clock tomorrow? Mm-hmm. So call me before then, Ron, and let's talk about it. Yes, I read your letter.
Gloria said, hello, any word when the office in Tallahassee opens, possibly to be seen? St. Pete until open in Tallahassee. Just got certified last week for light duty, non-occupational. LOL, it's limited duty occupational. Yeah. I don't want to have management come back for updated medical permanent limited duty. So
June 7th.
The offices, all our offices should be ready to go. If the ones that are not yet, June 7th, folks, all the Florida offices.
Everywhere.
Everyone's
coming. So yeah. They're all. Now, if you're in Florida, you can go to Palm Harbor, you can go to Pinellas Park, you can go to Fort Lauderdale right now. The other ones are being trained, and but by June 7th, they'll all be ready to go. I'm going to let them loose.
Gerald Adams said, hey guys, I was told by a doctor that someone in DOL told him that they wasn't bothering anybody unless they rocked the boat. LOL, what does that mean? Shaking my damn head.
I don't know, but they're not bothering me, and I rock the boat every day, so I'm not sure what that is. My whole job is rocking the boat.
Hi, Jeannie and Chris. Michelle checking in from Phoenix and Georgia area. Oh, there we got Michelle on. She's
What's
the
up,
Dr.
Michelle?
Cooper's office in Phoenix.
Phoenix City.
Phoenix City, Alabama
Which is basically
Georgia.
Columbus, Georgia.
Georgia.
They're 8 minutes away from each other.
So if anybody's interested in Atlanta, Columbus, Phoenix City area, contact Dr. Cooper's office.
And by the way, while you're in Atlanta, let's just go ahead and say it. We've got Anniston, Alabama. So if you're on the base over there, we got you covered. And we're in Birmingham or Bessemer and Montgomery. So Alabama's covered. Georgia's covered. We've got a Savannah location coming online on June 7th as well, along with Columbus and Atlanta. And Greenville, South Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. We already said Chicago. We're in Walker, Louisiana, which is like outside of Baton Rouge. We're in McKinney, Texas, Dallas, Texas, We thought we were going to have Houston, but there's been a hiccup there. There's nothing I can do about that.
Memphis.
And Memphis, Tennessee. Again, if you're not going to that office, it's a first-class location. There's almost no office I've seen that's better than Memphis. So go check them out.
And the other locations that are not listed on there, they will be listed by June 7th.
Working hard on it. Let me take a break. Everyone, write this down. You're watching Wednesday night OWCP chats. This camera is so close. I feel like I'm looking cross-eyed.
No.
If I'm not looking at you, it's only because this thing's really close. You're watching us on Wednesday night OWCP chats. We built a website called OWCPchats.com. So OWCPchats.com. Write that down. When we're done here, go there. It's going to ask you to register. Please do that. I'm not going to spam you at all, ever. It helps me know where people are at that are watching so that I can put doctors in those locations. It's really, really helpful for you if you'll register to me. But go check that out, because there I've got all those free forms. I've got a link to the book's website. I've got rules, laws, and regulations, and we've got a U.S. map with the offices that are trained and ready to go, along with some other stuff. So go there, OWCPchats.com. If you'll please go tonight and register. Just do it. It's name, email address, and zip code or something. It's almost nothing. But it helps me know where you're at. The email address, I can't say I won't ever use it. I may want to ask you, hey, can we see when we come up there or something? So let me know where you're at, but do that on OWCPchats.com.
So don't forget, we have an app. We have OWCPchats.com. We have federalinjurycenters.com. We have the books, www.breakingowcp.com.
More W's than anybody else, I'm telling you.
We
have a lot of W's.
We have W's. It's World Wide Web with...
And we win. Win is a W.
Win.
We just win no matter what.
Breaking for WCP. Diane said, how long does Department of Labor have to deny or accept reconsideration? My verification letters just says timely manner.
Yeah, they don't have any time frames that I've ever seen in writing, so you're just going to have to be the squeaky wheel.
Sarah Williams says, so my supervisor is wanting me to work on my day off, and I'm not on the relief day work list, and he told me I have to work on my day off, and I said no. I have a doctor's appointment, and he told me to bring documentation to prove that I have a doctor's appointment on my day off.
Cool. So go to OWCPchats.com or Breaking OWCP, where there's a free downloads tab. But if you'll go to OWCPchats.com, scroll down, there's a bunch of forms, and there's one that's proof that you're at the doctor. You just take that with you. The doctor will fill that out. It's a simple thing, and you can give it back to your supervisor.
Ron said, rocking the boat. DOL is messing with me. I can share my thoughts on that. LOL. Seriously, though. Don't be afraid to talk to your claims examiner and ask questions. If something isn't right, sometimes you got to rock the boat and get what you are owed.
Yeah, and I'm not going to give away Ron's situation, because that wouldn't be right, but Ron knows what he's talking about. Just trust me. He knows what he's talking about.
Mary, you're like my assistant. I love it. She just she put down the OWCPchats.com.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mary.
We like when you guys help us out.
You're not like an assistant.
You're my friend's assistant.
Friend assistant.
She's my friend. Yeah, same thing. We have assistants everywhere. All these kids are our assistant for something. BB Anderson said mileage reimbursement from 957 should be uploaded onto the OWCP portal, or what's that she said? Or
attach all your documentation to it and you can mail it in. But yeah, I'd fill out your OWCP 957 as a travel reimbursement form. Attach your documentation to it, and then you can e-comp it.
Sheila said, follow up on my previous comment. My claim has been accepted. My shoulder is scheduled in 2 weeks. My surgery is scheduled for 2 weeks and has been approved. All three of my CA7 status shows received by DFEC. Mm-hmm. Or you mean, is that right?
DFEC is right.
Okay. They sent me a letter saying they needed 1 year of wage information prior to DOL, which Postal HR has sent them. I just wonder why it's taking so long to get paid. I even got a letter saying they received and processed my direct deposit form, which was submitted with the CA7s. I'm feeling frustrated and fear of my current financial state.
I hear that. So they should be paying you at least once a month. You're just going to have to call them back and ask them, number one, what else do you need? What are you missing? And when can I expect my payment?
Yeah.
Just call and ask.
And see if you need to attach any of those forms.
Is there anything missing? Just find out, is there anything that's going to cause it to get denied that I can give it to you today?
Renee, I will put that together. Renee asked, could you guys please put a post we can share to groups that list the app, website, books, kind of federal injury centers breaking. I will do that.
Yeah, thanks for that. We appreciate that.
Mary said, HR at my work held me up, let paperwork sit on desk. Remember, guys, the supervisors have 10 days to turn in your paperwork. And don't forget, you get a receipt. So look at the date of the receipt, and they have 10 days from there.
And if they didn't turn it in, file a grievance.
Yep.
And contact OSHA, 1-800-321-OSHA, and let them know that, I'm not getting help because my supervisor is not turning in my work injury information. Is that a violation? Ask the question.
Yeah. I know somebody posted something on a Facebook chat today that I saw, and I told you to contact OSHA. Definitely contact OSHA for that if you guys did not see that question on there and you saw mine.
Hey, we're about halfway through. If everyone will please hit share again, just share this. Please share it. Let's get it to more people so we can help more people and answer more questions.
I know. I'm almost at 8,000, and then we got to get to 2,000 more to be at 10,000.
So share, like, and follow. Like, follow, and share. Follow, share, and like. And follow, like, and share.
Did you say them all?
Yeah.
Okay. Sheila said, sorry to ask another one, but I have never been provided a claims examiner name or phone number. Where could I find that information?
So go to Google and search OWCP district offices. Probably the first thing that pops up on Google will give you a link. Click it. There's going to be a U.S. map. Click on your state. And then scroll down. It'll give you a phone number to the district office. Call there.
Juanita King said, I chose the wrong doctor. I was injured, rear-ended while on duty. The doctor wording had a claim denied, and now I have to pay for a narrative so that the doctor can change her wording to get my claim approved.
Oh, it's frustrating.
And can I change doctors to do a narrative?
So I want you to go to OWCPchats.com and go down to where the forms are and get the change of treating doctor form. Don't use that form and turn it in, but use that form so you can write your request to change treating doctors, and then send that to your claims examiner. If that gets denied, ask your current doctor to remove himself from your claim. He's got to do that by writing a letter. Yeah. Feel free and write the letter for him and have him sign it and send it in. The rule says that request shall be approved, and then you can choose another doctor,
Yeah.
Or you can ask your current doctor to write a referral to a new doctor. Those are your three ways to go about changing doctors. And that goes for everybody that is tired of losing, tired of driving so far that it's just a pain to get to the doctor. Everyone that like to just stay on the clock versus being off the clock, that's what you do. You just you change doctors and you give the claims examiner a really good reason why you need to.
She also said, and whom do I get form filled out for lost wages?
That's a CA7. So you fill out the form, you attach the documentation, and turn that in.
Did you just go blank?
I was like, lost wages, that's CA7.
His brain had a fart.
Today's been a day. It's been a week.
Carol said, you're in Bremerton, Washington. Yes, we are, but
we're
wait
not ready
till
to go.
June 7th, guys.
June 7th.
We're just going to have a big explosion with all the offices coming on June 7th.
This training we're doing is the
training of all training for doctors.
This has never happened.
Yeah.
What we're doing has never happened.
It was my idea.
Okay, it was. So was OWCP Chats. This is actually, they're all good.
It was my idea.
But what we're doing has never been done before.
Yeah.
Eric's going to be there training the doctors. I'm going to be training. Jennifer's going to be training. Tom's going to be training. And we've got 4 very, very special guests that are going to come and train as well. When we're finished,
it's going to be great.
When we're going to put a dent in OWCP. Watch.
And please, this is not a training for you guys. So please don't ask, where is the training? When will the training be?
It's only for the doctors.
Yeah, and we
it's
can't
for the doctors and their
staff.
staff.
We're not going to have meet and greets that week.
Not going to have
we
time.
won't be telling anybody about, as you know, I haven't posted anything about our training convention because this is just for our doctors. But we will do one with you guys soon.
Yeah, but look, us doing this and taking the time to do it, it's
you.
2 full days.
Yeah.
It's going to be a game changer for all of you.
Susie McKenzie said, you guys are a godsend.
Thank you.
Aww.
Thank you.
Jen Tuck said, my route is evaluated at 44 hours. My supervisor is saying that they are only paying 40 hours of EFEL. Is that true?
Could be. You need to go to your union and ask. It sounds like you're a rule carrier, obviously. So I'm not sure where you're located, but I'd go and talk to a union rep and see what's going on there.
Danielle, hey.
What's up, Danielle?
We can't wait to see you
And you're
next
very
week.
welcome for your gift card. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Susie said, so many of my people have issues and your videos help so much. Well, this is why we tell everyone to share, because we understand by the time you get trying to email maybe your local or national or your reps, it's hard. So you can always message us as well on the Wednesday night chats on that private message, and we can answer you the same day.
Yeah, and where are you located? I'd like to know where you're at.
Susie.
Yeah, Susie. Thank you so much for letting us know.
Gloria, where do we go to find okay, Gloria, you're going to go to OWCPchats.com
Yeah.
or federalinjurycenters.com, or you can get the Federal Injury Centers app. There is a tab that says locations, and it's there.
Yeah.
Susie said, question, after submitting a CA-17 and management says no pay, what do I do?
What do you mean they say no pay? A CA-17 is to write restrictions or take you off of work. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just a little confused. If you'll clarify, I'll help you out.
Sheila said, thank you so much for what you do. You are appreciated so much.
Thanks, Sheila. I appreciate you too.
Sarah Williams said, the EFEL is it true if you take that leave and then it takes from your retirement?
I know that when you're off work due to OWCP, it sort of puts things on hold for retirement. Like those aren't accumulated hours. So hopefully that answers your question.
Oh, BB Anderson, you said you guys are a lifesaver. Oh, you're so sweet.
I appreciate that.
Carol said, I'll come see you when you're here. That's Washington. I can't wait because I
Yep.
have never been to Washington. I missed a trip with my sisters and they go all the time.
Yeah.
Wendy Jones said, I'm spreading the word about you guys in Fresno, California.
And we're working on it. I've got a consultant out in California who's a super guy, like such a good guy in Southern Cal. And he's helping me find doctors out there. So I expect that in the next couple of months, I'll have some good news for you out there.
Susie McKenzie said she's in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Many work comp and denied pay. So management in our area continues to deny pay and say fight and grieve for pay.
Well, we'll fight and get paid. So we've got offices coming online June 7th in Greenville, South Carolina. They're actually ready to go over now. Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah, they can see patients now.
I'm not sure where that's at in relation to Fayetteville. And then Charlotte, North Carolina will be online shortly by June 7th.
She said,
hopefully those will help you out.
So Sarah, when you're in Texas, I'll come see you. So
Good.
those of you that are in
Please
Texas, we head out tomorrow. We'll be at the DFW Hyatt Hotel, and you guys can,
Inside the airport, obviously.
yeah. There's one restaurant in there, and between 5 and 9 p.m. we will be in there. So those of you that want to come say hello, you can. Come ask your questions. I know there was a bunch of you yesterday that were posting and saying that, tagging your friends to come out. So we welcome you to come out to see us.
Yeah, please do. We've got offices in McKinney and in Oak Cliff. And, that's the only two offices we have. We're really sorry there's not more. But if you go to either of those, you can have your claim accepted and your problem solved. So that's kind of a good deal for you.
Wendy said, thank you so much.
Very welcome.
Ruth said, anything coming to Michigan? Thank you.
Working on it. I've got a group in Las Vegas that's got a Michigan office too. So we're working on it. It's sometimes getting these doctors to say yes is like pulling teeth.
Yeah, it's not us. You have
hard.
no clue that even today we had a doctor that Chris said you talked to them a couple 2-3 months ago, and now he decided to. So it's not us. It's the doctors. We're ready to work with them within a 30-day period, but it just takes a little longer for them.
But we're making a big push right now to get everybody on board so they can get trained, at the beginning of June and be ready to go June 7th.
Renee Marie said, doctor is having me see their nurse practitioner, but is signing off on all treatment. Will this hurt my claim?
No, that's by the book. So, the nurse practitioner can do the work, sign it, and the medical doctor, by rule, needs to countersign it.
Yep.
So that doctor's just following the rules.
Diane Neely said, can you elaborate more on how this offsets retirement? I was out for 10 months with my injury. I hope I can still retire on time.
Well, you still can. It doesn't change your retirement date, but it also, if there would have been pay increases or accumulated time and things like that, the accumulations, I think, don't happen while you're off on OWCP. But double check me, ask your union, or if any of you are on here and you do know it, like Danielle or somebody, answer that question. Help us out, please. Make sure I'm not wrong.
Ron, so You asked the question, do doctors have to get permission to do training with you guys if they are part of a health network hospital? So the training that we're doing, guys, so you understand, because Chris keeps saying it, the training that we're doing is for all the 40 offices that are going to be ready to go by June 7th. This is a training for them. This is what we would have normally done if we didn't have franchises. We go to doctors' offices and train them.
Like we did yesterday.
Yeah. So this is not a training just for a random doctor. They have to sign our franchise agreement and go through the whole thing.
And the reason that is because I know what trouble you guys deal with. I know all the stuff that happens to you. And the policies and procedures in my company that these doctors, when they sign the franchise agreement, are required to follow, solve your problems. I'm not going to train someone that's going to go back to wherever they're at and make more problems for you. I train doctors who sign my agreements and agreed to follow my rules so that you don't get screwed anymore. That's the whole point. If you go to a Federal Injury Center's office, things are going to be pretty smooth for you. I can't answer to anybody else, and so I'm not going to deal with anyone else until they sign up, because that's how I help you.
Susie said, so is there a doctor's network that's accessible to workers? You just have to either go on our OWCP chats or Federal Injury Centers and look for locations, and just those doctors are who we've trained. And if we're saying 40 clinics and you don't see 40 on there, it's because
they're not all trained
they're
yet.
not ready yet, June 7th. Sarah said, y'all have a safe trip to Texas.
Thank you.
Corby says, safe travels to Texas, bring umbrellas. Oh,
really? Well, I'm not going outside, so.
yeah, we're not going.
But I'm not going to melt. Nobody ever accused me of being made out of sugar.
Those of you that are in the Dallas VA, I'm letting you know now, I am making my way to the Dallas VA on Friday in the afternoon, maybe sometime between 11 and 2. I don't know when. But if you're in the Dallas VA, please message me. I'd love to give you some brochures for you guys to pass them out. I will be going to introduce myself to the union president there. We're just leaving brochures. Well, it's just me. I'm just leaving brochures, nothing else, so your union knows where you guys could go if you guys get injured.
And we do have special permission to do that from the national president, so if we show up, don't tell us no, please.
Yeah.
Please say yes.
Joe said, if a doctor or x-ray technician accidentally puts knee instead of hip on a form for payment, but the rest of the information is correct, would that mistake cause non-payment because not related to injury?
Cause a doctor not to get paid, but that's not your problem. They should do a better job, but it won't hurt you.
Carol said, when you're off on OWCP, the time does not count towards your retirement years requirement.
Thank you, Carol. That was the answer I was looking for. I thought that was right, but thanks for confirming that, Carol.
Oksana said, would love you guys to come out to the Northeast Ohio area and open something in this region, Youngstown and or Akron or Cleveland. We're working on it, so.
I think we have somebody in a suburb of Cleveland right now. Dr. Brooks has just signed on in Ohio, so we're working on that. But we've got a couple other doctors we're talking to as well. And I think one in Akron, in fact.
Ron Speakman said, I want my ortho doctor to get trained. That's why I'm asking. And he's a director who has like 10 other doctors under him, but they work in Lehigh Valley Healthcare Network. There are no offices in Pennsylvania yet, so I would love to change that.
Ron, you have my number. Give your doctor my number and tell him to call me. I'd be happy to talk to him.
Mary Golden said, which is better, disability retirement or OPM disability?
OPM disability is disability retirement, so they're equal. Disability retirement happens through the Office of Personnel Management, so they're the same thing.
Janet McIntosh said, sexual harassment incident happened last April 2020, have been on LWAP since May 2020. CA7s were submitted through eComp, but was never sent back because they needed my signature. Why would they not accept them through eComp?
Well, you have to sign them regardless, but even with a signature, you'd sign it and then send it by eComp. So I understand that. You do have to sign your forms. And then you can eComp it.
Jerry said,
What's up, Jerry?
Timeout on OWCP does count towards retirement. The LWAP is coded differently, so it does not harm your retirement.
But it doesn't, I think it's still, she's just adding to the other one. It still doesn't accumulate based on what Carol said.
Wendy said, can we mention a doctor not to sign in Fresno? He's the one that they send us to. He won't treat me, just leaves me on light duty.
Yes, in fact, I tell you, you feel free and just shout it from the rooftops. If somebody won't do the right job, Let everybody know. I don't want anybody going to someone like that, and definitely let me know. So if by accident I get his name on my roster,
We won't do it.
I won't work with him.
Susie McKenzie said, workman's comp is horrible in North Carolina. Your videos help, but as a union steward, it's difficult.
Wait till Dr. Cox comes online in Charlotte. Things will change in that area. And then I'll find a place on the east side of North Carolina as well, so we can cover more ground in that state.
Yeah. Okay, so again, don't forget to follow, like, and share to be May's $100 share winner. And
Wait,
you guys
follow, like, and share?
follow, like, and share.
You can
share,
like, follow, and share as well.
Share, follow, like.
Share, like, and follow.
And we will get ready to gear up in another 2 weeks. So we have these doctors going June 7th. And those of you that asked to put the book info and all that fun stuff and our app and everything, I'll go ahead and make a thing tonight. Books now are $11.95 for one, $17.95 for two, free shipping.
That's right. I pay for the shipping, so this is a really cheap book. The value of this book has nothing to do with the price of it. So just because it's priced so cheap, don't think it's not valuable. Ask anybody that's read the book. There's extreme value in this, so don't think, well, it's too cheap, it must be bad, or it's such a small book, it must not be good. Believe me, everyone that's gotten it has only said good things about it, which I'm really grateful about. And by the way, if you have the book and you loved it, hit the love button and let everyone see. What I'm trying to do is just solve your problems. I'm doing everything I can to help you. This is just one way I do it.
Lewis Bailey said, do you have affiliates in Tampa Bay area? We are.
Yeah.
We'll be able to tell you that after June 7th.
Well, we can say now we've got Palm Harbor and we've got Pinellas Park. That's in the Tampa Bay area. Those are the two locations we have right now, Palm Harbor and Pinellas Park. Our doctor in Chicago has every intention of opening up in Tampa.
Yeah, we were just looking.
So we're going to have, a sort of a triad of locations to cover that area. But we're already in Palm Harbor and Pinellas Park. And I did the training there, and they caught on so fast. It was incredible. Their doctors are already writing narratives. I'm reviewing them tomorrow. I'm just really excited to be able to help the people there.
Yeah.
These are good-hearted doctors who want to help. So go check them out, Palm Harbor and Pinellas Park. If you want to know how to get a hold of them, we'll give you their phone number.
BB Anderson said, my doctor is sending me to see a neurologist. Does the claims examiner have to approve that?
No, all referrals are approved. When your treating physician makes a referral, those are approved.
Renee Marie said, do you plan to sell federal injury or breaking OWCP centers shirts, hats, so we can promote you out in the wild? We will. I'm actually going to be talking to him come the beginning of June because we're going to be so busy. But yeah, we will have a link from our page under shop that you could buy it. No proceeds go to us. You just buy it and they drop ship it for you.
I have no intention of you making or of me making money on you buying my stuff. That's just, it's so humbling. I can't even tell you.
Yeah, and if anybody knows Derek Singh in New York with Lords of Stitch and Print, that's the company we're going to use. So harass him.
Yeah.
And,
But he does a good job.
Get him. Yeah, he did a great job.
He was so cool.
T-shirts.
He shipped some stuff to Chicago in the UPS, not USPS. UPS, we don't use them.
We still never received
He accidentally used them. UPS lost it, and Derek was cool enough to just replace them all.
Yeah.
He just replaced
That's
them.
a lot of
And it wasn't his
T-shirts,
fault.
too.
It was their fault.
Yeah.
But he replaced them, so he's going to be somebody we're going to keep working with.
Please send the link for the book. I will. The book link is www.breakingowcp.com. Just put breakingowcp.com. You can get the book.
They're so cheap, you can buy one for your friend, too. If you have lots of them, pass them around.
Miss Thomas said the book is awesome in capital.
Aw, thanks.
How do you buy the book? You go to breakingowcp.com.
Yeah.
It is $11.95. We just reduced the price, and $17.95 for both volume 1 and 2.
And the cost to ship is like $3.50, including packaging. I just eat that. I just want you to get the book. Just get the book.
Mary Golden said these small books are power-packed and very informative.
Thank you, Mary. I really appreciate that. These are the first books I've really written. I wrote a management book back before I had the confidence to publish. It was a really good book, okay? But these I went ahead and published because you need it so bad. Managers don't really need it as bad as you need what I wrote here. So these are the first published books I've ever distributed. I'm pretty proud of them.
Janet McIntosh said, my psychiatrist is saying that what has happened at work caused PTSD. Should I get back pay for all the LWOP?
Well, if your claim's accepted, after that case, you go back with CA7s and 7As as needed, and you can get all of your payback, all of it, 100%.
Crystal says, I'm in McMillville, Tennessee, and was injured on the job and still have issues, need help. Crystal, go ahead and message us the same message, and tomorrow or later tonight, one of the girls or myself will tell you what you should do and where you can go. I don't know how far Memphis is from you, but that's all we have right now.
For now, but I did just yesterday, or was it today?
No, yesterday, Chattanooga. You were
Chattanooga.
Talking about,
So there's a doctor in Chattanooga that's extremely enthusiastic, and I like the enthusiastic doctors. That means they're going to be enthusiastic for you too.
Renee said, can we write our own narrative and take it to the doctor to have them sign?
That was a freaking great question. That's probably that's the best question all night long. So go to OWCPchats.com, go down to the forms, and get the form for employee statement. The employee statement form that I created, it's not an official form, none of them are, helps you, it walks you through how to write your own statement. So they're so detailed, you give it to the doctor, they incorporate it into their narrative report, and your claim has a great chance of getting accepted. Who knows better about what happened to you than you do?
Yep.
You were there when it happened.
Mary said, have to tell coworkers before a work injury about this. It's what happens after the injury. People don't know the game.
That's
Very
right.
true.
I always say the pain of the process is worse than the pain of the injury. Far worse.
Tona said, I'm waiting for you in Las Vegas, but I'm sending people to see you in Dallas. I've had doctors in Las Vegas say OWCP isn't worth their time. We are so thankful to both of you.
Yeah, well, those doctors are doing a bad job, and that's why they don't get paid. That's their problem. They just do a bad job.
Yeah.
Our doctors do a good job, and they don't worry about it.
Michael Bernardo said, I'm about to have a schedule, second opinion this 24th of May. What do I need to know about this matter?
Well, number one, you have to go. The second opinion things are not optional. They will definitely close your case if you don't go, so definitely go. But have your doctor write be sure you take a current CA-17, a current CA-20, and have your doctor write a narrative report explaining what's going on, especially while you're still off work if you are. And take that stuff and personally hand it. Listen to me, don't give it to the receptionist when you get to the second opinion doctor. Hold it until you see the doctor and put it in the doctor's hand. Like, reach out and say, here, this is information from my doctor, and make them take it. Everybody says these second opinion doctors don't touch them. They don't barely talk to them at all. And then they write this terrible report based on nothing. Give them something. Make them think. So get something from your doctor and make them think.
Here's what I'm going to do. Since you guys are so antsy in the pantsy for our t-shirts, whoever shares the most for this month of May, I will not only send you a $100 gift card, I will send you a free Federal Injury Center's t-shirt.
Read this from
Hold
Tona
on.
Ferry. My doctor refused. My doctor refused to sign a narrative my lawyer drafted from his notes.
All right.
That doctor likes working for free.
Yeah.
Okay? That doctor says, man, when I don't get paid, that's my favorite thing. I like being a doctor and not getting paid. That's the doctor you have right now, just so you know. Find another doctor. If our lawyer, Eric, wrote a narrative and said, hey, if you agree with this, sign it, and my doctor said no, I'd ask him if they're an idiot. Yeah. Now, I know my doctors aren't idiots, so they'd have to say no. Then I'd say, then sign the damn form.
All right, back to my share winners. If you share this month, not only will you get the $100 gift card, you will get a t-shirt. I have a large and extra large, but we'll work on that then. Bama Edwards said, everyone get the books.
Thank you.
Wendy says, I had a non-OWCP doctor say I have frozen shoulder, but my work comp doctor won't treat it. So can I go to the other doctor and get him to write it up?
Yep.
Managers don't care about OWCP. They care about mail being delivered. Don't we know?
And we don't care about managers or what they think at all.
Diane said, yes, Chattanooga.
Okay, so I'm going to work very hard to make that happen, Diane.
Ron said, I'm wearing your shirts to go to work to promote you when I get them. LOL. The shirt right there that Chris is wearing. Appreciate you guys. Everyone, please get the books. They will help you in your union.
Ron, that's my guy.
I don't trust OWCP doctors. But you can trust ours, Mary, okay?
But I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. You know what? 1 out of 7 injured people has a denied claim or accepted claim. That means 6 out of 7 don't. I don't trust OWCP doctors either, and let me tell you why. Because those doctors are not OWCP doctors. Now, if you're only talking about second opinion doctors, I don't trust them either. But other doctors that claim to be OWCP doctors, but get your claim denied and won't fix it, they're not real OWCP doctors.
No.
They're cowards.
Renee said, thank you so much for all the hard work you're putting into taking care of us. Please make certain you give yourself the same level of care so you don't work yourself to sickness. We need you, but need you healthy and happy. Aw, that's so sweet.
Renee, I'll take my vacation at the end of the year once my doctors are trained and you're getting help. I'll wait.
Martha is from Phoenix, Arizona. I was sent to a second opinion doctor through the Postal Service, and that doctor said I could work for hours. I started this Monday. Oh, I could work for 4 hours. I started this Monday, and I'm having issues with my ankle that I had surgery on. Do I tell my surgeon what is going on because sitting is causing pain? The foot and my leg numbs up. Is there someone I can talk to?
Yeah, so you need to go back to your treating doctor. Forget that second opinion jerk. Go back to your treating doctor and just tell him what's happening. It's the doctor's job to keep you safe. If going to work for 4 hours, and I'm not saying you can't work for 4 hours. Maybe you could sit down the whole time, right? I'm not a doctor, but maybe you could. But if your job for 4 hours is causing your, surgically repaired ankle to have problems, that's your ankle. Forget the supervisors. Go back to the doctor and have them fix that. Maybe a new CA-17's got to be done because it's not working out. And the doctor can write a short narrative report explaining the disability, that your ankle's swelling up or you're having 10 out of 10 pain or whatever the issue is, so that you don't go there and hurt yourself worse.
Portal said, my doctor didn't write anything. He sent me to a specialist. So do I give the specialist the forms?
You only have one treating physician. The treating physician is the one that's got to sign off on this stuff.
You want a bumper sticker? Federal Injury Centers will make sure that we have that on there.
I don't even know what to say about this.
You
it's
guys
very
are so
humbling.
Sweet. I know. Tona said, that's why I'm waiting on you, even if I have to drive to Utah or Arizona. So tonight we're actually going to be talking to a doctor from Arizona, so hang tight. We'll see what it says. Bumper
Tonight
sticker.
we are?
Yeah, we're going to make sure we talk to him.
Oh.
Yeah. And Tona said, yes, get some
News
rest. Kim said she got her book yesterday.
Great. And the last couple of people that bought books, I was a little delayed. I'm sorry. I've been doing so much training and recruitment of doctors that I slipped a little bit. Totally my fault. But all the books that have been ordered are out the door. Everybody that orders their book today and tonight, somebody earlier today did. All of those books will be gone in the mail tomorrow before I get on an airplane.
Yeah, so if you order anything Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just wait for Monday and we'll send them out.
I mean, go ahead and place your orders, but
Yeah.
I won't be able to mail them until I come back home on Monday.
Janet said, I'm seeing a psychiatrist, trauma therapist, and mental health specialist. Should I have narratives from all three for OWCP? It would be wise to
So the way I train my
collaborate.
doctors is I have my doctor take all the narrative reports and incorporate it into his or her narrative report so they're all in one place. That's how I like it. I like claims examiners to only see one document. If you can make that happen, that's your best option.
Dave Townsend said, just purchased the books. Can't wait to read them. Have a schedule award turned in 7/19 and still fighting for it. Had a second opinion doctor on 9/19. Nothing for 2020 due to COVID, LOL. And a month ago had another second opinion exam because my second was too old. Ugh.
Yeah. Hey, talk to Eric Blowers. Eric will talk to you for free for a few minutes, 10, 15, whatever, to see if it's something he can help you with. If you're not getting paid on your schedule award, that's a serious problem because that's your money. So don't allow that to happen. If you're sitting at a red light, run it. You run the red light by calling Eric Blowers.
Renee said, how do you know which doctor counts as the treating doctor?
You can always call your claims examiner and ask who your doctor of record is. That's the surest way to do it.
Ron, you want a bumper sticker, please? Okay, we're gonna work on that. Let me see if I can actually make that myself and get them out to you guys. We'll do that for you guys.
Ron Speakman is my kind of guy.
I know. No, this is Ron Jackson.
Oh, I didn't know Ron Jackson was on too.
Yeah, he's on. He said,
Well, hey,
hi, right at
Ron,
the
I got
beginning.
both Rons on tonight.
Jody Goodwin.
This is a real treat.
I know. Jody Goodwin said, if my doctor changes my limited duty to 4 hours on the CA-17, does it have to be approved through eComp or just give it to my supervisor?
Wait, what? You mentioned
No, that one,
Whoa,
sorry.
if my doctor changes my limited duty to 4 hours on the CA-17, does it have to be approved through eComp, or do I just give it to your supervisor? Always give your CA-17s to your supervisor. That's how that works.
Lewis, you mentioned that you have a Tampa and Pinellas Park, which would be ideal in the works. How can I be informed when this will happen? So, Lewis, our Pinellas Park and Tampa office with Dr. Lee is up and running.
It's Palm Harbor.
What did I
It's
say?
not Tampa.
I said Palm Harbor.
You said Pinellas Park and Tampa. So
Sorry.
the Pinellas Park and Palm Harbor offices are owned by the same
Yeah.
doctor. All the doctors at both locations were in on our training all together.
Yeah.
They're all fully trained. Their staff is all fully trained. And you choose Palm Harbor, Pinellas Park, whichever one's closer. That's the one you go to.
So we will have one in Tampa. And like Chris said, we're trying to put one close so people are not driving even 45 minutes if we can. So give us till June 7th, and we'll let you know. And you also wanted to know how you'll be informed on this page. We post everything that you need to know on this page, so just keep an eye out.
And you can go back to OWCPchats.com and federalinjurycenters.com as often as you want to see updated list. I want to say this. If it's your intent to go to an office that is a Federal Injury Centers trained office that follows Federal Injury Centers rules, that won't take your money, won't take your insurance card, and will never, ever give up, will always fight to get your claim accepted no matter what, be sure where you're going is Federal Injury Centers. If you go someplace and they have, for example, a piece of paper in the window that has our logo and it's not us, it's not us.
Or if the name sounds like us and it's not Federal
If it
Injury
sounds
Centers.
like Federal Injury Centers, but there's an extra word in it, it's not us.
Yeah.
If you want to go someplace where you know that they have to follow my rules, be sure they're a Federal Injury Centers office, I would ask. Or just ask me. I'll let you know.
Michael said, when can I see you in Los Angeles, California?
As soon as humanly possible, Michael.
Diane Phillips said, I live in York, Pennsylvania. My shoulder claim was denied. Is there an OWCP doctor you can recommend near me, Maryland or PA?
So not in Pennsylvania, not yet, although we have a few people we're talking to. And in Maryland, we'll be up and running shortly. Give us 30 days, I think. 2 weeks to 30 days, we'll be up and running in Maryland.
Renee said, also, always have the doctor keep a copy of the CA-17 and make copies for your own in case they go missing.
Exactly right, in case they
True.
accidentally get lost in the trash can.
Yeah. All right, guys. So,
Do we have to end?
yeah.
Oh.
Pretty much. Oh, wait. Nope.
Let's go. Let's do more.
Oh.
I'm seeing cross-eyed. My eyes, so I'm really good far away. If this camera were way over there, I'd see you really good, but it's so close to me, it's making me look funny.
Okay, so Friday and Saturday, if you're in the DFW area, again,
Please come see us.
we will be there Friday from 5 to 9. There's only one restaurant in the hotel. I'll make sure I have my Federal Injury Center shirt so you can come. Come say hi, come have a drink, come say something. We're probably going to just bring like 10 copies of each book. So if 10 of you show up, you get both books for free.
Yeah, whoever shows up, I always like to give away the books.
So if you plan on coming to see us, let me know, because if I have to bring more books and you want his autograph and not mine,
That's funny.
we have to make sure.
But don't
that
come
we
see
get
us
them.
just because you want the book. Come
Yeah.
see us because you want to see us. I can't wait. I love meeting you all. I never forget when I met Jerry Gatewood. That was such a good day for me, and it's extremely humbling. No,
Yeah,
really.
I remember that.
And
she
then
drove hours to see Chris.
it was so incredible. And then when Mary Golden came into medicine in Chicago, my eyes teared up. It's really, really humbling when you come and see us. So come see us to see us. I'll give you a book if you do, but don't come for the book.
Yeah, I was just saying that you get a free book if you both copies. But if you are coming, please let me know.
Look at my eyes. My eyes always water up. You know my what's the opposite of superpower?
Not superpower.
My not superpower is every time I'm really sincere, my eyes water up. It's so
Yeah.
embarrassing. And here I am with 10,000 people watching.
To switch to Federal Injury Centers, all we need to do is pick the nearest location and have our current doctor refer us, correct?
That would get it done.
Yeah.
That would get it done.
So we're
Or you can write a letter of change of treating doctor letter and tell them you're driving too far. Your claims examiners don't want you driving more than 50 miles to get to the doctor. So tell them you found someplace close to home. They'll say yes.
So we're going to be in DFW Hyatt. I'm going to post that again probably tomorrow. Come see us Friday or Saturday between 5 and 9 because we are doing our own stuff there. We're looking for more doctors for you guys. That's
our whole purpose. Yeah, we're recruiting doctors.
Janet McIntosh said, what happens now that I have submitted CA7s to the supervisor when my occupational disease was accepted?
Well, I hope you got copies of everything you submitted, but they have to turn that in. They have now 5 days from the day you submit it to turn that in to DOL, and then you wait to get paid. And if they don't pay you, they're going to deny you.
Yeah.
So I would, after 6 or 7 days, call your claims examiner and say, hey, is there anything that's missing that you need in order to pay me?
Janet said, Lewis, you want to find the Pinellas Park information? Just go to OWCP Chats or federalinjurycenters.com on both of them, and then click location, and it's there. If you still need help, just message me, and I'll make sure you get the phone number to the office.
But those doctors at Pinellas Park, those are guys after my own heart. I mean, really. So Dr. Lee, when you walk into his office, it's like a hockey museum, because he used to be the doctor for the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is pretty cool. So he's got like autographs and all kinds of stuff. But they've got a fully outfitted office with all the equipment, all the bells and whistles, everything you need. They've got medical. They got mid-level providers like nurse practitioner, PA. They've got chiropractors. They've got all the staff you need. And then you look around, and it's like a gym, you know?
It's awesome.
It's really, really great. So give them a call. I'd like to say that there are very few offices like it, but we're fortunate that at Federal Injury Centers, the offices that we brought on board are like Dr. Lee's office.
Yeah.
They're first class. So go check it out.
All right, Javon said, we love you both, and so thankful for you both.
I'm thankful for you.
Renee said, I'm thinking going the extra 200 miles each way is going to be worth it. Probably. BB said,
I'm going to try to get you someplace closer. I don't want you driving 200 miles.
When will you guys come to North Carolina? So we are coming
Charlotte.
to North Carolina. We're coming to Charlotte. By June 7th, their office will be up and ready to go.
Well, maybe not, but we're going to Charlotte, North Carolina sometime at the end of June. And we'll let you know we're going to be there.
Yeah. Gerald Adams said, if you switch over to Federal Injury Centers and close, what is your alternative?
I don't know what that means, and close. If you switch over to Federal Injury Centers and the close, what is... I'm really, really sorry. And they close? I don't know what you mean. Well, Federal Injury Centers isn't closing. So if the meant they, I don't know what that means. So take a look at what you wrote and try again, because I'm a little confused.
Diane said, we need you in Western New York. We're trying.
We know.
Chris was just talking to another doctor to find out what doctor wants to do it in New York today.
Yeah, we're working so hard on New York.
All right. Who's coming to see us on Friday and Saturday?
In Dallas.
In Dallas.
At the DFW Airport Hyatt
Hotel. Let me see who's coming. I'll be really sad if none of you show up, because we normally get a lot of people that come by and say hello.
Hit the likes and hearts, please.
Also, next week we won't be doing Facebook Live because we'll be traveling to Montgomery to do a grand opening on Dr. Donovan Harper, who's in Bessemer.
So if you're in Montgomery, come see us.
Yeah, we're going to have a little get-together at 12 p.m. I posted that. I saw a lot of you share it. That's going to be in Montgomery. So those of you that are in Tuscaloosa or Tuskegee that want to come and say hello, you can. Those of you that are in the Montgomery VA, come on over and say hello. We'd love to see you guys. And we'll be going through the VA as well to drop off some brochures.
So we love going to Alabama. If we go there and don't see you, that's going to be heartbreaking. So just show up. We love Alabama. I'm a country boy at heart. So going to Alabama, that's my thing. So come see us. We're really excited to be there.
Kitty said, when are you coming to the Houston or surrounding area?
We were this close. Stay tuned. We're working on it.
Janet said, I do have copies of everything. If my claim changes from approved to denied, can I resubmit?
Absolutely. If it changes to denied, they'll send you a letter saying why, and then we can write a letter and fix it.
Leticia said, come to Atlanta and we'll come see you. So we were just there last week, passing through Atlanta to get to Phoenix City, Columbus area. But we'll be back out again.
Well, and we're going to fly into Atlanta to go to Montgomery.
Yeah.
So maybe we can work it out while we fly into Atlanta. We could all meet up at...
that'll be too late.
What's my restaurant, though?
Malone's.
Maybe we could all meet up at Malone's by the airport. Best restaurant in Atlanta, in my opinion.
Great potato soup. Oh my God. And great sweet tea.
I'd fly there right now and eat dinner a second time.
All right. Born in Mobile, Alabama, Lewis. Oh, okay. Nice.
Cool.
Mobile
Well,
is a fun little city.
We've got Panama City and Pensacola and Tallahassee coming up, so there's going to be some options for you in Mobile until Dr. Harper opens up in Mobile.
All right, guys.
Or Dr. Cooper. Well, whoever does it, but one of them's going to.
We're at the end of our chats tonight. So come see us at the Hyatt DFW, located by the DFW airport.
At the DFW airport, not by it. It's inside.
Oh, it's inside. I don't know anything
It's
about
inside the
Dallas. Come see us next week in Montgomery. We'll be bringing books to both locations. So if you need to grab yourself a copy of the books, come by and say hello and come ask your OWCP questions and bring a friend.
And when am I going to St. Louis?
You're going June 10th and 11th.
So, I'm going to be in St. Louis June 10th and 11th. If you're in St. Louis, let me know, and I'll make it possible. I'll make it happen. We'll get together and say hi. That'd be fun.
Yeah. So, again, please don't forget to follow, like, and share. If you have not followed and not liked and not shared, do it. I'm close to 10,000 followers, and I need
close to 8,000.
No, I'm close to 10 because I'm trying to get to 10 by summer.
8's pretty close to 10.
But I think there was only like 20 people more that I needed to get before I got to 8,000 followers. So follow, like, and share. Don't forget June 1st or 2nd, actually, we'll be picking the May share winner, and you'll also get a t-shirt with that.
So share, and share.
Yeah.
In other words, just hit share on this. That's the whole point. Just hit share. Hit share on everything we do. The point is to get the word out to other people so they don't come back 2 years from now and say, gosh, I wish I would have known you 2 years ago. Share it so other people can get this information. As you all know, it's valuable. You're here. You're watching it. Thank you.
And a lot of you
let other people come watch it too.
Keep saying, oh, I'm so glad I found you guys, or,
wish I would have seen you before.
Yeah, I wish I would have known you 5 years before. So to prevent a friend and a coworker to go through that, share the page. And Renee said, okay, everyone, remember to go to sign up on OWCPchats.com like we were asked.
Yeah, if you do that, I'll know. It's just so valuable. I'll know where I need doctors. Right now, I know that I need doctors in all 50 states, but I don't know in each state which city I need doctors in. So if you go register, I'll know.
Yeah.
And have your friends register. Let people know that they need to go to OWCPchats.com and register so I can know where doctors need to be. And the second book is called... The subtitle is You Are Not Alone. I wrote that on purpose. We're not singing a song. So I wrote that, seriously. You Are Not Alone means you don't let someone else be alone. Not just that I'm here for you and so you're not alone. But the point is, and the whole theme is, that you don't let someone else be alone. So tell someone else to come here and watch Wednesday night OWCP Chats. And let us help them too, please.
Yeah. Okay, so I will get that paper that you guys asked for all the information to post it with our app, the name of our sites, the place where you can buy the book, and then you'll see I had already posted a post with our picture and all the hotel information where we're going to be, and also for where we're going to be next Wednesday, because we will not be on chats next Wednesday.
I'm going to miss you when I'm gone.
But
I am,
we'd love
actually.
to see you guys in the Hyatt Hotel, and we'd love to see you guys in Montgomery at Dr. Harper's new office. His information is there. You can go there. He's already seeing patients on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And let us know what city you'd like us to come to, and we're going to try really hard. And last thing, if you have a doctor that is interested in becoming a franchise doctor, please talk to them about it. Get me their phone number and email Joe, Joe, at federalinjurycenters.com, and Joe will contact and discuss with the doctor, and let's see if they'd like to become one of the franchise. And everybody, Gizmo is here to say goodbye.
Gizmo says bye. Hello and goodbye.
I tell all coworkers I come in contact with you guys. Thank you, Mary. All right, guys. Everybody saying hi, Gizmo. We will see you guys in, not next week, but the following week. That puts us to June 2nd.
Miss me when I'm gone. I'll miss you too.
Yeah. So,
that's it.
How about a franchise chiropractor?
Well, we work with a ton of chiropractors. Whoever you got in mind, let us know.
Yeah. So if you guys want your doctor to get, an understanding of what it is that the franchise consists of, have the doctor email with his cell phone number, joe@federalinjurycenters.com, and he'll be able to reach out and contact your doctor if he's interested.
All right, kids. That's about it.
Yeah, we'll hope to see you guys in Texas and Montgomery next week.
And St. Louis a little bit after that.
We'll be back on June 2nd.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.